Hi, my name is Tim. Welcome to my channel. This is the very first YouTube video that I am posting, and I'd like to share with you, to kick things off, a trip that I took over the summer with my dad to Joshua Tree. So the two cameras that I brought with me were the Mamiya RB67, which is my medium format camera, as well as the Canon AE1, which is my 35mm camera. And the film that I shot with on both cameras was Portra 400. So we don't know what a Joshua tree is, and there are these kind of cactus-looking plants or trees that have arms in a way. They kind of look like this, if I'm doing it correctly. But yeah, it's everywhere really, and it kind of makes you wonder like how long it must have took for these trees to grow and also like disseminate and disperse throughout the land. At the time it was, I think, like 110 degrees. I don't know if it's still that hot right now, now that we're like kind of in towards the end of October, but it was like really hot. It was like deep into August. Given that it was just so hot, we decided that we would spend 2 afternoons in the park, and then the rest of the time we would just be at the Airbnb cooling down and relaxing, since that's what we mainly came there to do. So the Airbnb we stayed at, it was really nice. It was like this rustic, mid-century modern-esque kind of place. It was very vibrant, I want to say. And the windows were huge, so if I was sitting in the dining area and looking out the window, I could see a huge tree outside. I could see the birds flying, and given that it was like a desert, I think there was a lot of nature just living, and I think that was something that really stuck with me as I came back. So on the first day, we ended up at a place called Keys Point, and it overlooks, I think, Coachella Valley, and it has this beautiful view of the entire area because you're so high up, right? So I got to take a picture of, the landscape. I got to take a photo of my dad looking out into it, all epic like. We also saw this kind of squirrel looking animal. I forget what it's called, but apparently they're very common in Joshua Tree. It's so cute. It kind of just crawled up to us. I was very interested in my camera, and at one point it was kind of just perched on a rock chilling, so I got to take a snapshot of that. There was really nobody else on the road, maybe a few cars that we passed by. We would kind of pull up next to any areas that had beautiful views, and I would just take some photos there. My dad would watch me, and he'd also take photos on his iPhone, and we kind of just bask in the nature. It was really cool. Given that it was a few months ago, I can't really remember every single detail, but I think that's why I have these photographs, right? And I'm very proud of them. I think it's hard for me lately to go out and take photos, especially given that we're still kind of in a pandemic, and we're still waiting for a vaccine to come out and things to slowly, ever so slowly open up again. But I'm really glad that I got to spend this time with my dad. It's seldom that he and I can have some relaxing time together as father and son, and something I hope to do more in the future while I'm here in California. So I know this video is a bit short, but I hope you enjoyed it nonetheless. I plan to do more of these in the coming months, so feel free to hit subscribe and a like on the video as well. If you have any questions about my time in Joshua Tree or about film photography in general, please leave a comment down below and I'll try to get to them. But yeah, thanks so much, and see you in the next one.